Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is yet another installment of the Married Man Side Heffa Saga. I honestly did not think, and I know y'all looking at me like, girl, you might as well stop saying this, but it's true. I did not think that I would be coming to y'all so soon after I've already given y'all one. But something happened today, and it threw me off. And it threw me off so bad that, if you saw the community post, where I was just basically giving y'all a heads up that a video is coming. It threw me off, y'all. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna try not to drag it out because it's just I don't be understanding. I just be like, why? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna try to keep this at 15 minutes and less. I'm gonna try. So y'all know the side heifer decided that she was in her feelings because she got rolled up on one of the days I wasn't working because I was off. It was my normal off day. And since I wasn't at the top of the rotation list, I did not have to worry about coming in. And we weren't short-staffed because you can still get drafted if you were that short-staffed. And I'm just glad that I didn't. So the married dude that works directly with me doing the exact job that I do, because there are two. The other dude, who is the married dude, is the dude who she was screwing before she got a boyfriend. So yeah, that's pretty much for those of y'all who haven't been here that long. Y'all don't know nothing about the Married Man Side Heffa Saga. So anyway, so yeah, the one that works directly with me, and he actually works directly in my department, like doing the exact same job that I do. Yeah. We were having a good day today. And everything was going well. I drove up, hoping that side heifer wasn't gonna be there today because we have had an amazing week without her. Just saying. It's been amazing. This is the first time in, I don't know, maybe 2 months that she hasn't, volunteered to work on her actual days off. So that would screw me, even though it would be 4 hours here, 4 hours there on both days where she would show her face. I like, the atmosphere when she's not there. It really is completely different when she's not there. Even the other person who she mainly works with is completely different. Like yesterday, she rolled up on me and said my name all playfully and happy, and I was just like, hey. And it's like, y'all don't understand. Sometimes I am so happy that we have to wear masks because they would be very astonished by the looks that I have on my face. Like, you can't really tell by looking at my eyes because first of all, I have my glasses on and I try to turn away, and you're not gonna be able to see unless you're right up in my face. And I ain't even before what's going on now, what's happening, I ain't never liked nobody being up on me. Like, not here for it. So anyway, yeah, she even acts different. Like, she really walks up to me and has conversations with me, starts conversations, actually be speaking before I have to try to speak to her. Like, I go out of my way to not even speak to her because I'm like, oh, well, you be on the same type of time that raggedy heifer on, so why would I go out of my way to talk to you? Even though it is 100% in my nature to speak to any and everybody. But since I know the type of time y'all on, I'm not wasting my breath. So anyway, yeah, the atmosphere is 100% completely different when she's not there. So yeah, she came back today. She was looking crazy. For whatever reason, they had her training a new person. I'll just be like, why? And the married dude, he didn't know. And I said, well, if she actually does come back, they have her training a new person. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, why they keep giving her people to train? Like, you see what the mess is right now with the part-time girl. Y'all, it is terrible. This heifer talking about she want to be full-time and talking about she want to do other jobs possibly that are way more you have to have a whole lot more going on. You think you finna get that extra money without doing some work? You already don't want to do no work now, ma'am, and you're part-time. I don't see it happening. If they do that, they might hire you just to fire you real quick. That's what I see happening. Anyway, y'all, so like I said, today we were having a really good day, despite her being there. And the guy, I don't think I had a chance to tell y'all yet. So yesterday, the guy returned who he hadn't been there. I think I told y'all that there was a guy who I work with. His birthday is on September the 3rd. Y'all know it was the 3rd of September. Yeah. So with him being out, that has been kind of like messing up the schedule a little bit. And he was only supposed to be out the 3rd, which is his day off anyway, 4th and 5th. And he was supposed to then come back that Monday. He never came back. So everybody keep asking me, had I heard from him and all this other stuff. Like, people ask me that because he and I are very friendly. Like, ever since I first started working there, he seemed like he was willing to help and, you know, all that, because he was there before me. But turns out I know more than him. I don't know what's going on. I ain't even gonna get into that. But anyway, he's always been nice to me. So we formed a decent, you know, work relationship. And he cool. And I play with him and all of this. So when he came back, I saw him and I was like I had just washed my hands and I saw him. I said, I know that ain't who I think it is. I said, look at you. I thought that they had the schedule messed up. I thought that they had your name on there as a mistake. Because at first, they kept putting that he was on vacation, and I'm like, he ain't got no vacation time. Y'all are gonna stop with this mess. Like, is he finished or is he done? Like, is this man fired now or what? Because he has been out for like 3 different times for a week or more at a time. Like, what is going on? So, y'all, this was like one of the few times. This was like the one time that it was a valid reason he was out, and I just came. So I rolled up on him after I got settled in, because he does the same thing I do, but he is actually in the department that Side Heffa is in. That's his home department. So I rolled up on him and I was like, where have you been? Because that's just how I do. People who know me, it's just a thing. That's just something I do. Especially if I get to know you like that. Like, they get their life when I do that. And then they even get to the point where I rubbed off on them, and sometimes they'll catch me first and say to me, where have you been? So anyway, I said, where have you been? And, you know, at first he just looked at me, but he kind of does that anyway. But in my mind, I was like, oh, you trying to conjure up a lie. No, where have you been? So then he was like, well, you know, I was off for my birthday. I was like, yes. And then I went into the whole spiel of, you know, you were supposed to be back on that Monday. We were waiting on you. Everybody keep asking me where you at, whatever. Y'all, this man dropped a bomb on me, and I was so tired of my spirit. He was at his house on his birthday. His daddy came over and they were both cutting the grass and, you know, tidying up the yard and all this other stuff. So his dad was weed eating the yard, and he was like, Dad, let me take over. I'll cut a little while. You go ahead and, you know, take a break. So he went, sat on the porch. And so he said he looked back at the porch, kept looking back at his daddy. Then he looked back and his daddy didn't look right. Y'all, this man done died. This boy's daddy died at his house on his birthday. I was like, I cannot. I'm a daddy's girl, y'all. It took everything in me. And then, like, I'm a hugger. Like, I'm a hugger. Like, when I was at the very first job that I worked here, this guy's brother got murdered. And he was like really, really smart in school, was never in trouble and all that. So when the dude finally came back to work after grieving a little bit, you know, I walked up to him and I told him that I was sorry for what happened to his brother. And even though we never had that great of a, you know, connection like that, you know, we had to work together at times. So I knew him and he knew me. And, you know, I hugged him and he hugged me back, and I could tell he needed that. And that's just the type of person I am. I will walk up to you and I've heard about your situation and I'll talk to you, and then the moment will happen where I'm like, okay, let me hug this person. Let me give him some support. He really needed it, y'all. That boy was going all the way through. Child. So, you know, with everything that's going on now, I can't do it. And I was like, ooh, you know, you can't do that. You can't do it like you really want to. Like, I really was about to hug this boy for like 2 to 5 minutes straight. Like you could look in his eyes and tell how hurt he was. So I was just like, Lord, I was like, dang, I am so sorry to hear that. So, I mean, I offered up as much as I could without actually hugging him. Then I just had to eventually walk off from him. So, yeah, y'all, that's why he wasn't there. And I'm like, Lord, they just buried the man Friday. And he just got back to work yesterday. So I'm like, Lord, you couldn't even enjoy your actual birthday. The most done popped off. Like, I can't. So anyway, y'all. Now moving on to today. Side Heffa was there, and I thought that I would be able to manifest her, not being there. It's okay. She was there. Cool, do what you do. As long as you don't bother me and try me, I'm good. Well, I'm working, having a really good day. Everything went great. I don't know what has been going on with the married dude that like works in my department doing what I do. The last couple of days, he's been setting it off. Like, not in reference to me. It's like one of the tasks that you do at work. He's been foregoing his last break and doing that and setting it off. I'm like, what are you doing? Like today, I'd already said something. Like this has been like 3 days straight that I've noticed that he's been doing this. So today when I rolled up on him, I was like, are you okay? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you setting it off for these people like that? And he started laughing. He liked the way I say certain things or whatever. Like, he be dying laughing at me. And I'm like, I'm just saying, like, you really been setting it off. Why? Why are you setting it off for these people like that? Why are you working like this? He was like, I don't know, but I'm going to stop. So then, like, he thought about it because he was about to set it off again today. He was like, you know what? They done made me mad. I'm tired. I'm going to take my last break. And he and I both ended up taking our break at the same time, which was the last 30 minutes of the day, meaning we weren't going to have to go back to do what we was doing. And I normally try to be in the area and have already taken my last break, but the dude whose father passed away, he took an hour break instead of the 30-minute break that he was supposed to take, the last break. Yeah, he did the absolute most. He fell asleep. Like, he sleeps at work. And I'm like, you never sleep at home. Like, this is ridiculous. So anyway, we end up taking our breaks, doing what we doing. Cool. So I'm waiting on the dude to come back at this point. And so I'm telling him, oh, well, have a good day. I'll see you Monday. No, I told him, first I told him I'll see you Monday. And this is before I went and talked to the people and found out that I couldn't switch my days. So now it's Tuesday. He don't even know that yet. I'm going to tell him. And I'm explaining to y'all how I'm going to tell him. Okay, y'all. So anyway, he was like, what? I was like, yeah, we ain't going to be open. So, you might work tomorrow and Thursday, but I don't. Those are my days off. You took the days. And my name was never up there as a possibility of getting assigned. So I was going to get my off days. So today, my last day until we come back from after being shut down. So he was like, oh man, I forgot about that. Dang, oh, okay then. So we said our goodbyes, whatever. Y'all. Okay, I'm trying not to be mad because I was infuriated. So there's something that I do at times. So if I'm not already going to be at home because I'm off work, if I'm heading out to work, I'll go and pick up my package that's like outside of my door. If it's like right outside of my door, then yeah, I'll just come and sit it in the house. If it's like up under the mailbox or something like that, I'm not finna go back. I'm just, because I have a one-track mind. I'm heading straight to my car to go to work. So I ended up picking up my package and I knew exactly what it was. I was so happy, y'all. I needed another pair of work shoes because I had kind of destroyed, not really destroyed. I had hit my shoe up against something and then it I don't like what it did to it. Like it kind of is destroyed, but it's not. But anyway, I like to be able to rotate my work shoes and I only want to wear them to work and that's it. So I was like, let me buy this pair of work shoes so I can have it. Because it was to the point where I thought that I was going to find what I wanted in stores. But I hate this place. They didn't have nothing. They don't never have nothing that I need in the store. Every pair of shoes, I think every single pair of shoes that I've purchased, everything that I have right now, I bought them online because they never have my size or they never have the design that I want or whatever it is. Like if I'm just buying recreational, just tennis shoes and all that stuff. Almost everything that I have was purchased online because they never have what I want. Y'all, my bad. So anyway, child, tell me why the shoes were 6 sizes too big and the wrong type of shoe. I'm just trying to understand, because I'm like, and this is what I did. I opened the package up. I was excited. Like, I had clocked out and everything. I sat in my car. I defrosted my windows because you know how the morning dew and all that stuff is. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, by the time I'm done doing this, whatever, my defrost should be finished doing what it's doing. I done opened the box. I'm like, what? And I already felt how heavy it was. So I was like, I ain't think nothing of it. I said, oh, okay. Child, these shoes are a 14. Where am I wearing? I know my foot is not the smallest foot in the world, but it's not the biggest either. So I was already like, wait a minute. No. And it says as plain as day, size 14 men's. I do get men's shoes, and I get women's shoes, and I get girls size shoes, and I get boys size shoes. This particular time was going to be a men's size shoe, and it was an 8. Which means 9.5, 10 in women's. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was just like, how we go from an 8 to a 14? I don't understand. And the picture from the company, it's completely different. I'm like, okay, y'all, so I'm getting mad. So anyway, I ended up rectifying that situation off rip. I emailed the folks, and then something popped up to where all I had to do was go to the United States Postal Service and let them scan a barcode, and the shipping label, popped up, and they put it on the box and they send it out. I don't know if they're gonna refund me because they didn't have the shoe and they just they just said that and whatever, or if they're gonna just send me the shoes. But I'm tired of my spirit. Give me my money or the shoes. One of the two gotta happen. So anyway, I was already upset about that because now I gotta make an extra stop because I was trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm starving. I still got to stop doing that, y'all. I really will sit up here and eat once a day. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, I'm starving, trying to hurry and get to work, trying to hurry and get home. So I was like, well, dang, I'm already out because I had to stop and do this mess. So let me go to the store and get some fruit. So I went and got some strawberries, mangoes, peaches, all this other stuff. So I can do an alkaline type of situation, whether it's going to be a sorbet or whatever, it's alkaline. So I don't care. And I love the stuff. I have a watermelon in there I need to cut up now. So it just is what it is. It's finna be a whole alkaline situation up in here. So I then go down another aisle to get one last item because I'm going to have to go out one more day, even though I don't want to, and retrieve 2 more items because they didn't have them on the shelf. And I'm like, it was very early. How is this not possible? I don't understand. Yeah, completely wiped. That area was completely wiped clean, and I'm mad because the other day it was filled to the brim and I should have got it then. But it's okay. Let me calm back down. So anyway, I went down this aisle to get something, y'all. And then I was like, oh, let me look on my app to see what it looked like, because I don't think, from what I'm remembering, that I don't feel like I'm seeing it. So I try to go pull up the app. So I turned my Wi-Fi on. I mean, not my Wi-Fi. I turned my mobile data on. Tell me why a message pop up from the married dude that I work with. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay. So keep in mind, y'all, I have it where it's on preview. So he don't even know I've seen the message. I've seen the entire message. Screenshot it and send it to 2 of my friends as well who know about him. Yeah. And this is what it said. Hello, beautiful. I just want to get something off my chest. I'm attracted to you. I want to commit to you. I know I'm married, but that's about to be over soon. I think that we are a great fit. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable because we work together, but I want you to know how I feel. Please forgive me if I have made you uncomfortable. No harm, no foul. So I was just like, what? Why? And it's crazy to me because I have straight out told him how I feel about that. He has seen like 2 or 3 videos that I posted like the day when she tried me. I made a video for my family and friends to see that gave specifics of what happened, because I'm the type of person that if you going off or you are having that reaction, I want to know what I did wrong. Like, y'all don't understand. If anybody else had been in that situation, they would have threw her across the room. They would have stomped her out on sight. But y'all don't understand. I was so happy that day. I don't know what was going on in my life that day. I was so happy. It was just great vibes. And then she decided to yell and get bucked for no reason. And I looked at her like, okay, let me ignore you. And I kept on being happy. But then she did it again, like 2 hours later, but then amplified it. And I was just like, I really stood there and looked at the heifer like, girl, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. Anybody else would have stomped you out. If you had to call me on the wrong day, I would have stomped a mud hole in you. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm just like, please don't try me. Do not do it. I have had people who have been petrified of what they think I might do because of a reaction that I've given to them, but it was warranted. Y'all, a classic example that I'll never forget. I was in the 8th grade, y'all. Like, I'm the type of person that I don't engage in foolishness. I don't like arguing. I don't like fighting. I don't like none of that. So I was passing a note, if you will, to one of my friends. And it was during a time where nothing was going on in the classroom. The teacher didn't care if we did that. I was making A's in the class. It's like, who cares? Everybody knew what it was. I handed this to you. Everybody pass it to my friend, the end, right? This dude who I actually went to school with ever since elementary, literally ever since kindergarten, somehow he ended up going to that school. So it was crazy. I don't even know how that even happened. But anyway, because y'all, I'm saying that because when I went to a different elementary school when I was in the 6th grade. Then the 7th grade, I went to junior high school. Then I went to a different junior high school in the 8th grade, which was where he was. Then I ended up going to a magnet school when I was in the 9th grade. Then I ended up going to where I went to high school for a different school. So the most was going on during those years. So yeah, it was a lot. And it was kind of confusing to me as to how he even ended up over there. So anyway, this dude, Quincy, like I know his name, because I've known him. Y'all, I almost want to say his whole name, because any of y'all who are from Montgomery, y'all would know exactly who I'm talking about, especially if y'all are around my age. So anyway, Quincy tried me that day. So he acted like he was going to open the note that clearly had my friend's name on it. Now, keep in mind, this friend that I had, she is not from here. Was she Filipino? Was she a Filipina? I don't want to say the incorrect thing, but anyway, she was everything. The dudes liked her, even though she didn't like them. Like, it was crazy. So I don't even understand how we became friends. It was so random, but we meshed well together. So anyway, he wanted to try me like he was going to open the note. I didn't even care if he was being playful about it. I set it off. I said, I basically told him, you need to pass that to her. Like, I raised my voice, and nobody ever hears me raise my voice. You see me raise my hand because I am very eager to answer questions, because I love the school. Like, I love the school, y'all. But I never would just set it off on nobody. Ain't nobody never seen me get like that. Man, I scared him so bad. He ain't never tried me no more, never in life. He hardly said hey to me after that. Like, people were scared. And I'm like, I'm not going to beat nobody down, but don't try me. So I said all that to say this. Like, don't do it. Like, please don't try me. I haven't done anything to you for you to try me, Heffa. So, just saying, anybody else would have stomped her out that day, y'all. But anyway, yeah. With this message, this man has sent me. He's already told me that he thinks that I'm attractive. And I'm like, okay. All right. And like I told y'all before, I do appreciate a person who is open and honest with me. But at the same time, I done told you where I stand. So for you to have seen the videos, coupled with the fact I've said out of my mouth months after the fact, when you just came to the job. You came to the job months after all of this happened. Like, I think he came there like maybe 6 months after it happened. And you've seen these videos. You know how I feel. Yeah, I don't mind talking to you about pretty much anything, but you know where I stand. I'm not here for that. I don't want that. Then my thing is this. What if I was to entertain him after he got a divorce? Because I really do feel like he is going to get a divorce. What if I was to entertain him? I don't think I could do that. And I don't see myself doing that anyway. I'm telling y'all, the Lord going to have to come down. Jesus gonna have to get up off the cross and come tap me on my shoulder and be like, that's the one. I can't see it. I don't see it. And then I hate to go there, but I mean, y'all, I'm not an angel. I hope that y'all understand that I'm not 100% pure. I am not an angel. I am not free from sin. What if the sex is trash? What if the sex is trash? Now, fun fact about me. Again, I'm not an angel. I don't mind discussing sex. But he and I have never discussed anything like that before. So I don't understand. Like, the only thing we've discussed is him having side heifers and the side heifer being a side heifer. That's literally as far as it's gone. Now, like I said, I don't mind discussing sex. It's fun to me to see people's reaction to me talking about certain things. People are really, like, it's already bad enough that people look at me and they like, oh, you're a Christian. And I'm like, okay. But then they hear me listening to rap music and all kinds of other types of music. And it's just, I don't know. Like, even down to like wearing lipstick and stuff, like they probably would have never guessed that I wear black lips. It's just crazy stuff to me. I'm like, I get it in a sense, but there's no correlation. But go off though. So yeah, y'all, what if he actually got the divorce? Y'all, the sex, I really feel like the sex is going to be trash. I feel like the sex is going to be trash, but let me tell you why though. Okay, so, gonna be transparent about myself. So, I had a situationship, I guess is what you can call it. There has been only one man who has been able to 100% sexually satisfy me. And we were not, well, I never had any intentions of doing anything with him sexually. So when it started happening, I was like, wait a minute, this has never happened before. Like, wow. I could not believe how much attention this person paid to me. And I never told him any of the things that I liked. The things that he actually implemented was stuff that I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know I would like nothing like that. Oh, excuse me. The most was popping off. Just the most was popping off. The dude was actually fine. Cause people swear cause you're fat, you can't pull nobody fine. Dude was fine. He was infatuated with me. And we both were like, okay, we're single, but we're not, dating, whatever. I told him I'm not interested in anything, whatever. I don't want no feelings to come out of nothing. I was good on my end. This man started liking me more than a friend. He started asking me out on dates. And I'm like, you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here, sir. You know why I'm here. So it's like, he seemed like he would brush it off. Was like, oh, okay. But then in the back of his mind, I'm guessing that he thought that it was going to turn into something else. And that he was going to wear me down. Like, he legit started asking me to be his woman. We were talking every day. Like, we always had something to talk about. I get that. The vibe is awesome. The vibe is amazing. The things that I would talk about, a lot of people would kind of side-eye me on. And he wouldn't. He already understood what I was talking about. And, like, most of the things that we discussed, we were both on board with. And 99% of the stuff we was talking about wasn't sex. So that's another thing. So it's like, you're young, you have all of this knowledge about life, And you know what you're doing? Where did you learn all of this from? Like, I need to know so that I can point other people who I've heard are trash into that direction, other people that I've been with who were trash into that direction, because they need that seminar. Sorry, they just need it. Don't understand why they don't know what to do what you're doing. I need to understand why they're not doing what you're doing. Y'all don't understand. I went from being somebody who got nothing at all from anything that was deemed to be a sexual act, whether it was foreplay or not, to this man setting it off on the left, right, front, and the back. Then it wasn't no short amount of time either. But anyway, yeah, that situation is over and dead. I ain't having sex. I ain't doing nothing, whatever. Because, I mean, I kept telling him, just as I've told the married dude, that I am not 100% healed from what happened to me when I was in my last relationship. And that was a long-term relationship that I thought was going to lead to marriage long before it turned into a long-term relationship. So yeah, y'all, I'm sorry that this video ended up being so long, but I just had to explain a lot of stuff because that threw me all the way off that he sent that to me. But he knows where I stand, so I don't understand why he spends so much time like studying stuff on me. Like, even with the videos that I uploaded where I was discussing what the side Heffa said and did, he would quote stuff. It's like to me, I'm like, you must have had this on repeat and just went over it and over it, over and over again for you to remember word for word what I said. And he would say it in the way that I said it. Like, if I put certain emphasis on certain things, he would say it exactly like that. And I'm looking like, why are you remembering this? How do you remember this? Yeah, I know that there are people out there who they can watch something one time or read something one time and they can remember verbatim what it is. I ain't one of them. I don't feel like he's one of those either. I really feel like he sat up there and watched it over and over again, and that is how he knows. But yeah, y'all, I don't be doing nothing. You would think that I'd be setting it off and bending over in front of folks and doing something provocative the way that he like acts when it comes to me, but I don't. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And I mean, I'm still cool with him and being cool with him as far as us working together and us laughing, and he can come to me and talk to me about his personal problems and all that other stuff, but I don't see myself being with him. Then I ain't got time for him going to talk to the dude whose father passed away and then running back telling him anything that might be going on or whatever. Like, no. That's how I knew. I don't remember if it was before he told me he was married or after, but one day, I think I told y'all this before, the guy said, yeah, we're going to have to go out on a double date. And I already knew that he would want to go out on a date with my friend who used to work there. He used to live for her. She ain't never liked him at all. She can't stand him. Like, to this day, she still can't stand him. And then I would be going out on a date with the married dude. He stood there and was like, he didn't contest nothing. Like, I was just like, oh, so we're just gonna stand here like we here for it. Like, whoa, this is too much for me. No. Y'all, I really be minding my business. Like, I be at work working. I don't do nothing. And then, like, 99% of the time, he'll walk up to me and start talking to me about stuff or whatever. So it is what it is. Now, I do have my moments where I walk up to him, but we have that, you know, friendly banter and, you know, that type of work ethic, whether we're talking about work or not. But I was not expecting that. So anyway, y'all, I'm sorry that this was so long. I wouldn't even go come on here today looking like this. My hair was going to be completely different, y'all. I'm trying out a new black-owned business, this product. Like, it's just too much. But anyway, y'all, hopefully I'll be back with a recap review of a new show that I've been watching. I will see y'all later. Bye.